What's up guys, Movie Maniac here. Okay, this is a movie I've been really want to see for a while. I haven't seen this movie in midnight screenings because I just didn't have time to. Then I tried to see this movie, but finally I just got back from watching Captain America the Winter Soldier, and man, it is awesome. I mean, probably the best out of the Phase 2 movies. I mean, I'm really excited. I was so excited for Captain America the Winter Soldier. I mean, yeah, I'm also excited for Guardians of the Galaxy as well. But for Captain America, though, I was really excited because I really want to see the fish out of the water. Well, technically not really fish out of the water story, but just, you know, Captain America, you know, he was from the 1940s, but now he's in our present time, which I really want to see him interact with the present time and everything. I mean, yeah, sure, we got that in the Avengers, but this is the one where it's just all Captain America. And this movie pretty much got what I wanted, and other most people for what they wanted. So yeah. So unfortunately, I am not going to make a split video of a spoiler review and a spoiler free. So this whole video is gonna be tons of spoilers. But I will be fair. I will give like at least a minute review, spoiler-free review of the movie. Okay, so Captain America: The Winter Soldier. It's great. I mean, I loved it. I mean, it was really good. I think it's good as the first Iron Man. I mean, what I really liked about it is just the character development. More of the character development for Captain America. I really like what Captain America is going through. I also really like the plot. The plot's really good. And Winter Soldier. Man, I love the Winter Soldier. He's such a cool villain. Finally, we got a cool villain from the Phase 2 movies. And also, another thing I really like is just the action scenes. The action scenes are just like all Bourne Identity movies? Yeah, it's sort of shot that way, which it looks so incredibly awesome, and just, man, it's so good. I say, watch this movie in theaters. Definitely worth it. I mean, spend your ticket on this movie. It's really awesome. So cool. I mean, check it out. I would give it an A-. Very good movie. So, yeah. So, now let's get into this spoiler full... Sorry about that. Spoiler fold for this review. So, now you have been warned. This is going to be completely spoilers. So... man, there's so much to talk about with Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Actually, I actually really like the way how it opens. Actually, it's kind of funny because, like, I love the way how it opens. Where like, I forgot his name, but he's Falcon. But he's the black guy who's Falcon, and I love that scene where he's like running and jogging, and then like Captain America just starts running around him like faster, and he's just like annoying him, like look to your left, look to your left. Like I thought that was really really cool. That was just such a funny moment. But yeah, so the major things I really want to talk about is just, well, the story overall. Like, well, actually, first I really want to talk about like Black Widow first, because Black Widow is a more of an interesting character in this one more than the other movies. I mean, in Iron Man 2, she was okay. I mean, she was there for the hot sexiness for the camera and everything. But in the Avengers, she was written better with a lot more personality, and she has feelings as well. In this one, I felt like she was really smart in this movie. Like, there's that one scene where Captain America and Black Widow had to hide from the shield, and then like they were going down the escalator, and they had to like kiss him so that way the human I forgot what it's called, the human psychology or something like that, to distract the shield. I thought that was actually really, really smart of Scarlett Johansson. Oh, and plus, Scarlett Johansson and Captain America. Y'all know what happened at the end when she kissed him on the cheek. Does that mean they're going to be a couple? I don't know. Maybe we'll see in the Avengers 2 or Captain America 3. I don't know. But, I don't know. I just thought that was pretty interesting. But anyways, yeah, so Black Widow is really awesome in this movie. Another thing I really want to talk about is Hydra is behind like almost the whole thing, the whole shield thing. I mean, it's really interesting because like the Hydra, like Captain America stopped everything from the Hydra, like, you know, the bombs from the first movie and everything. But there's like still a small percentage of the Hydra, and they just like join in this shield, and it starts growing and growing and spreading until like today with Captain America: The Winter Soldier, when gosh darn it, I forgot his name. I'm sorry. I mean, I got back from the movie and I can't remember everybody's name, but. Basically the main villain of the movie, not Winter Soldier, but just the main villain, can't exactly remember him, but here's a picture of what he looks like. But, like, he was behind Hydra all this time, and I just thought that was really, really interesting, because, you know, at first, when I didn't see this movie, and a lot of people were talking about Hydra, I'm like, does Red Skull come back? I mean, that was, like, my predictable guess. Like the main villain, is he going to be Red Skull again? Because there's been a lot of rumors, there's been a lot of talks about Red Skull coming back for either the Avengers or another Captain America sequel. I mean, you know, it just keeps going on and on. So I was probably predicting that it could be So I thought it would be Red Skull would be the main villain. Like, he has a mask and everything. But then at the same time, though, in the first movie, he got disintegrated by the Cosmic Cube. So, yeah, but I still thought there could be a possible way he would live. But, you know, he lived, which is interesting. And the biggest thing I just really want to talk about with this whole movie is the Winter Soldier. He is a badass awesomeness. Okay, Winter Soldier is awesome in this movie. I mean, technically, he's not a villain in this movie. More of an anti-hero, because he's not really the main bad guy of this whole movie. I mean, the main bad guy is that guy. But with the Winter Soldier, though, he's sort of like the Bane of Talia al Ghul, like in Dark Knight Rises. Oh, by the way, spoilers if you have never seen Dark Knight Rises before. Probably ruined that for you, but still though, technically, the Winter Soldier's not the villain in this movie. He's more like an anti-hero. He's sort of like Boba Fett. He's just in there for a mission and everything. The Winter Soldier is completely awesome. I mean, I'll compare this guy to the rest of the Phase 2 villains. I mean, Phase 2 is really failing with villains. I mean, so far. I mean, like Iron Man 3, I mean, you know, the Ben Kingsley Mandarin, I thought, oh my gosh, best villain ever. But then he got ruined by Guy Pearce, so screw that. Mandarin was ruined. And then Thor 2, I thought I'd be really excited for the villain in Thor 2. I mean, good actor choice, Christopher Eccleston for playing as the Ninth Doctor, but it's not his fault, but I just think the character was not written very well, and I don't think they explained him well enough. Like, you don't really know much about this character. But finally, with the Winter Soldier, this is a good villain. And also, I'll just say the actor's name. What's his name? Robert Renfield or something like that? Yeah. I mean, these are really good villains. Finally, I think Phase 2 is picking up with the villains thing. Because, you know, again, the Dark Elf and Mandarin just totally suck. But the Winter Soldier, he's just so awesome. I mean, he's such a badass in this movie. I mean, I love the scenes when Captain America, when he faces the Winter Soldier, and when he figures out that the Winter Soldier is Bucky, I'm just like, wow. I mean, I knew that before because I read that from the comics before and I looked it up online, but I love the way how he reacted to that. Like, he's just like, oh my god, it's Bucky. I mean, I love that scene where he tries to, like, at the end, where he tries to help out Winter Soldier, and he's just like, okay, just try to remember me or something like that. I love that scene. That was really, really good. So yeah, Winter Soldier was completely awesome, and I love the idea about the Hydra taking over S.H.I.E.L.D. I mean, the good guys, the Shields. I mean, how could you trust Shields now? I mean, does that mean we don't have to trust Agent Coulson anymore and Agent Shield? Does that mean the show will get canceled? I mean, I only watched episode 1, and I actually thought I didn't like it, and I just didn't watch the rest. I heard it was pretty much better, but I don't know. But yeah, it's just so interesting. Now, last thing to talk about is the secret ending, where you get to see a few couple things. Like, first off, there's like this, again, like the Hydra with, like, there's a small percentage of them after they were destroyed by Captain America, like the second time. There's like a small percentage of them. And they have got Loki's staff with the Cosmic Cube. How? Okay, right now I don't exactly remember how many Avengers, what did Loki do with his staff, but But, you know, Loki's staff is there. I'm like, oh my gosh, Loki's staff. What are they going to do with Loki's staff? Is he going to come back in the Avengers 2? I don't know. But then the best part was showing us Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. I mean, I already talked about what they look like in the concept arts, which, like I said, they look incredibly awesome. But this is actually really interesting. This time you actually get to see them, like a sneak peek of them on the film for the first time. Like I love the way how Quicksilver just runs and there's like all this wind speed behind him. So cool. And Scarlet Witch, I don't really know what her power is. I'm guessing it's like telepathic thing or whatever. Like she's holding the blocks and it just explodes. I thought that was really, really cool. And you know what? I'm so excited to see Aaron Taylor-Johnson and Elizabeth Olsen as the twins. I mean, this is so awesome. Except they're not going to be the son and daughter of Magneto if they could get the rights to him, but they're not. And technically they're not mutants. Interesting. Yeah, wouldn't that be so cool? X-Men and the Avengers, you know, combined together. Like, if the Avengers 2, like, if they didn't have this copyright issue or anything, like, if they just left it as Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch as, like, the son and daughter of Magneto and everything, instead of, but not the X-Men Days of Future Past Quicksilver, which, again, he looks pretty lame, but dang it, Fox! Look at this. Dang it, Fox, just listen to me here. If you could just forget this stupid copyright thingy or sue or anything or whatever and just bring all these guys together. I mean, that will be completely awesome. You're holding a big, huge opportunity. Why aren't you listening to us? But yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is we get to see Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch in the ending credit scene, which is really, really, really cool. And then, of course, you also get to see him again. Before you see him in the Avengers 2, you see him in Godzilla. Except it's kind of weird. In Godzilla, they play as a couple. But in the Avengers 2, they play as twins. I mean, that's kind of weird to think about. But, I'm really excited to see these two actors. I mean, I'm excited to see them in the 2014 Godzilla. And I cannot wait to see them both again in the Avengers Age of Ultron. Oh, man. So, yeah. Captain America, the Winter Soldier. Definitely great movie. I mean, obviously, it wasn't as great as the Avengers was, but I would say it's as good as the first Iron Man movie. I love the story. The character development is a lot better. There's a lot more interesting things going on. I love the story. I like the villains. The Winter Soldier is awesome. Actually, one problem that everybody's been talking about is that the Winter Soldier's not in the movie long enough. I actually kind of understand about that. I mean, why calling this Captain America the Winter Soldier if there's not enough the Winter Soldier? I mean, this could have been called Captain America the Return of Hydra. Or Captain America, this is Captain America, freaking yeah. America, yeah. So, yeah, that's my only problem. There's not enough Winter Soldier, which I think in the third Captain America, he might get his own main role or something like that. Because, you know, at the end, Captain America, like, the next mission is just find Bucky, or Winter Soldier. But yeah, but anyways, that's just my problem. Not enough Winter Soldier, but still though, I really like this movie. Really, really good. Definitely check this one out. Really good. Again, I give it an A-. Very good movie. So, my question is, what did you think of Captain America the Winter Soldier? Comment that down below. Check out my other videos. They're really cool. Like and subscribe. Like my page on Facebook. See ya.